So let's having on the MCP on Pipedream update. So if you go into AgenticFlow and then you go into the add any MCP server, you will see that we have adding Pipedream and Composer. So before this week it was grayed out, but right now it has been enabled back again. So when you're going back into here, you can click on any of the MCP server and then it will lead you here. So you can, we give it a name here so that you can naming in a way that you want it. But right now, because it's a new version of Pipedream already, so you no longer need to filling in the MCP server as well. So right now, you just filling a name and then you click add MCP server. And after you click on the MCP server, it will open up and it will ask you to authentication required. And at this point, it will ask you to go into the MCP server where you give the access to your account. We use Pipedream to help you to connect to 1,000 apps. And after this one, then it will lead you into a page where you can select the app. So the improvement from this one and previous one is that in one single connection, you can actually create or add multiple apps that you like. So like Google Suite, you can connect Google Calendar, Google Sheet, and everything all at once. You don't need to have to connect multiple times. And it is a pros and also cons, because the pros is you can connect multiple apps, but the problem is because each of the app will have many tools, so it will easy to pollute your agent memory very fast. So I think that is something that perhaps that you can think about, and you can test and see how this goes. Okay, and after you click on this one and you connected, it will be connected in AgenticFlow, and then you will see that this is a Google Sheet that I should connect today, and it have some available tool. Alright, so that is, I think, is enough for the introduction. So let me switch it over to the AgenticFlow so that I can show you how to connect it in advance. Okay, so I will switch to this tab instead. Now wait, let's go back in here. Okay, you still see in the this web page, so it's good. So you go into here in agent. So I just create a like test MCP server Pipedream before. So you go in, but let me create one more time. So okay, test MCP server Pipedream 2. Okay, I just create this agent. And for this one, I will just put in a random prompts on this. And for this one, let's go into MCP. Let's click add. And then we can scroll down and we see there's a lot in here. Maybe let me do, let's just Google Docs. Okay. And I will click on Google Docs in here. And as you can see here, so there will be different tabs like Pipedream, Composer, or other MCP server. But right now we're just using Pipedream. And in order to do it, this one, I just Google Docs. And today is October 14 connection. So I just click add. It will ask me to authenticate. I click authenticate. Yep, so it's going to lead you here. It will ask to connect to my Pipedream account. In here, I already connect Google Sheet already, but I can click on Manage App. I can search for Google Docs. Yeah, I can add it additionally here, and I authorize. So as you can see in here, even the naming was saying that Google Docs, but because we are selecting two like Google Sheet and Google Docs. So actually it is showing here. So if I search for this one, I see that it's having like 22 tools in Google Sheet and another copy and paste, another 12 tools in Google Docs. So basically this connection is actually giving my agent to access to two applications at once. So I can go back here, I edit my agent, I click on MCP server, I can add, and I scroll down, I see, let me search for, okay, Google Docs 14 of October. This is the one that I add. So you can see that's here. It is quite over polluted, right? And, but luckily, AgenticFlow will allow you to, remove the one that you don't need. So for example, like you just untick the one that you don't need in here. And you just like, put, you just allow like Google Sheet, create worksheet, create spreadsheet, and just remove all of this one. And perhaps that leaving the Google create documents and get documents. Yep, file document is okay. So I only allow this connection to give me 5 tools I can add, and I click save. I go chat and I say, I want to MCP do you have? The example. Yeah, this is exactly the one that we equip it on the right hand side. And I think this is the better way of doing things. So you need to connect once, and also you just allowing whatever exact tool that you want your agent to do. And one connection can actually replacing like 3 to 4 other connection that you have done before. And I think this is a better way. And I hope that with this one, it will simplify your agent building, and perhaps you can have multiple tool in one single connection, and then you can just asking your agent to create a Google Sheet for you, and then after that appending to your docs and file document and so on and so on. Because Pipedream is actually have been quite powerful on this one, and it's all free to use. So I think this is something that we are proud to say that we are one of the first to integrate with their all out, and making it available to everyone.